tell you what, God has touched my life so many times. Since I've been here, we were out doing a 10-day holiness camp meeting. How many people here have ever been to an outside tabernacle holiness camp meeting? Raise your hand. There's a few of you. We were out by Colorado in July. It was over 100 degrees. I sang twice a day, 3 times on Sundays for 10 days. During that time, I caught a bad cold. Have you ever caught a cold in the summer? And anyway, I coughed so hard that I ripped something in my chest. So when we got home, my doctor sent me to have an MRI. Well, when they did the MRI, they came back and said, you know, you had a muscle tear in your chest from the coughing. But they said, that's not your problem. They said, you have an aneurysm. Now, isn't that amazing how God will warn us? If I never had that cold, I'd have never known about the aneurysm. But they went in and put a stent and fixed it. That was in August, about 4 years ago. Right before Christmas, I woke up. My side was just hard as a rock and just black. And I woke my wife up and I said, I think we need to go to the emergency room. When I got up, put my pants on, I sat down and I felt a twinge in my side, and it felt like my soul just leaving my body. And I looked at her and I said, Maddie, I love you with all my heart, but don't worry, I know where I'm going, but I'm not going to make this one. And the next thing I knew, I was being pulled out of the house by an ambulance. They rushed me to the local hospital. And then they rushed me to the hospital in Lincoln, which is 100 miles away. But afterwards, I talked to a lot of them, and they said, we never thought you would ever make it to Lincoln. My blood pressure was 52/13. My hemoglobin was 7. What had happened is where they put the stent in my groin, that my vein had been leaking blood all that time. And I bled out internally. So they went in and put another stent to fix that. And I was back out singing within a month. But isn't it amazing how God can touch? Then, after that, about 2 years ago, I had an artery in my neck was plugged. So they were going to put a stent in there. They knew I sang for a living, and they didn't want to get near my vocal cords with a knife. So 2 days before the surgery, they called me and said, well, we have to cut you open. The insurance company won't cover a stent. You're not high enough risk. And I said, well, let me think about this. I go, what's the complications? And they said, well, you'll be hoarse for 6 months to a year, and there's a chance you could lose your voice. And boy, I did some praying over that, I'll tell you. And I just said, Lord, I'm in your hands. You take care of me. When I come out of surgery, I woke up. My wife was in the room and my pastor. First thing I did was I started singing. And I sang, we are standing
Amen.
on holy ground. Lady in the next room yelled at the pastor and said, don't let him quit. That's my favorite song. 5 days later, I was doing a revival service, singing 5 nights a week. Haven't stopped since. God's amazing, isn't he? Sing with me on this song. It's an old song by Bill Gaither called He Touched Me. Shackled by a heavy burden, 'neath the load of guilt and shame. Then the hand of Jesus touched me, and now I am no longer the same. He touched me, oh, he touched me, and oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. Since I met this blessed Savior, since he cleansed and made me whole, I will never cease to praise him. I'll shout it while eternity rolls. He touched me, oh, he touched me, and oh, the joy that floods my soul. Something happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. Something happened, and now I know he touched me and made me whole. Well, praise God. Thank you so much.